Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Uh, First, let me check that the audio is all okay. No, um, not being able to hear me. Yes, no, still waiting. Uh, Game is pretty much silent. Is that better at all? I I'm going to leave it like that. Right, is that it? Yep. That should be it. You join me here, of course, at the main station, which is usually where everything happens. Got a few things that I want to do, mainly replacing some of these tower blocks with new ones that have just been released. That is such a strange name, FEZ Cult Obama Stan. Yeah, welcome to everyone who's joined us. So yeah, there's been some new tower blocks released and I want to put them in. There's also been some a new housing unit thing introduced on the workshop, so I'll try and fit an area with those in somewhere. I want to finish off the hospital, and I want to show you around a couple of new mods that are on their way. I guess we'll do that one first. If we head down over onto not that side, it's this side, we'll find that we have coming soon long awaited peps. And there it goes. Yeah, these will probably take a while, as I don't really care for the 313s and such. I really just want the 507 and 508s for Merseyrail, so I can have those, but people will complain if I don't do the 313. So I may as well do that. And that's using 321 sounds at the moment, if you're wondering. Look, if we head back to the station, we've got new speed signs with more variation here. Far cry from the old ones that we had. They're much better now. got some more speeds. You have offsets as well, so you can stack them, and also directional arrows as well. In addition to the modern ones, I have also added in, if I can find one, there we are. I've also added in cast iron again, with directional arrows and all sorts. So show you the asset menu. So you got a slider to select your speed that goes from 5 to 155 miles an hour, and then your distance from the track, how big you want it to be, and then how far up and down, up to 2 meters, and then meters. There is a section of 140 up at the top there, but yeah, there's nothing that runs on there because it's not long enough, and the 225 that I had going had Mark 3s on it. It was a hybrid set. That'll do 140, I bet. Yeah, we have this running about now, but it's a bit too big, as in too long really, to get up to speed. Let's see, there's one other thing, I don't have one on the map at the moment. Or maybe I do. I think I do have one. Is that it? Yes, that's it. We will wait for it to come in. Speed it up a little bit, I guess. It'll probably be coming into this platform. Yeah, I'll be in this platform here when it comes in. No, I don't plan on making a rusty version that's leaning over. And here it is, long awaited, Class 86-0, as built condition, with headcode box and everything. Yes, I'll also rebuild the modern ones, but it is about time that these got a bit of an overhaul. And by a bit of an overhaul, I mean entirely rebuilt, as killer counters are really getting on there. Yeah, they really are getting quite old, and they are definitely showing it. So this is not electric blue. The 86s never actually carried electric blue with BR. This was BR blue, but they used the electric blue style livery. Because these were built in 65, which was obviously a year after XP 64, and they decided to move over to the blue-grey coaches and everything, and BR blue started to be put onto logos. So that's what they did. If we just line up a comparison with the old 86 somewhere, it doesn't have assets. We can change that. I go down and find the vehicle. And then this takes an age to load. I suppose it's not a rebuild, it's just a new model. I have a lot of 37s. Find it. Where is it? There we go. I'll put the BR. Oh dear. That isn't good. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Oh well, we'll put it down anyways. I think that's the best we're gonna get. Yeah, obviously this is based off my Class 87, which was released recently. Obviously we have the bogies from the 85 on the Dash Zero. The undercarriage is still a stand-in. I haven't made the 86 undercarriage yet. We have the Stone Favely high-speed pantograph and the cab with the 3 windows. Different lights, the head curb box, which I still need to put in. It's missing a couple of other details, like the brake pipe at the front here. These should go, the buffers should be black, lamp irons here, but I haven't got around to doing those yet. Next to the old 66, so you can say original 66, yes, size is definitely one thing. I'd say mine is scaled better. Oh, hello Steve. Nice to see you joining us. It's a fast growing modder here. Making a lot more money in commissions than I am, because I have about 20 billion lined up. Yes, that is a new 86 next to the old one for comparison. Well, yeah, thanks for dropping by. It's appreciated. Let that go, and let that go in its way, and continue with actually doing stuff. I'm getting a bit of a bunch up here. The 87s are all coming in. That's another 87. It's on a different line, I think. The 86 in black. What? I mean, there was a Bulgarian company, Floyd, or Hungary or somewhere, that operated them in black with a blue stripe, and they look pretty neat. Right, so I wanted to tear apart these estates, not those. I'll leave those. When it's done, that's when anything gets released. When it's done. I can send you the map if you'd like it. You can give it a go. People will be able to make an even more accurate West Coast through the ages once I complete all of the other AC electrics, which I plan to do after the 86, go down the series, redo the 85, the 84 and then the 83, all the way down to the 80. That in both its electric and gas turbine forms. Stick that in there. These buildings are lovely. They really are one of the best things to be added to this game. They've done so much for my map, and I'm sure so much for many other people's. Right, so there's a couple more tower blocks about that I want to get rid of, including these two. I'll tell you what, I didn't actually ever look into the 76 because I am very forgetful, and I completely forgot that I was going to look into it, so I didn't. I should write that down somewhere so I don't forget again. Welcome to everyone else who's joining us. It's nice to have you dropping by. Yeah, I think there is one. Don't know who made it. He's some weird dude who makes like weird steam trains from like the 1850s that nobody's ever heard of and nobody cares about. Okay, I think they're maybe a bit too close together. This will all be filled in with houses and everything eventually. May as well. Oh god, I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I'll put these in instead. Yeah, that works. So that's most of the tower blocks. I'm going to leave these in. Got 3 trains departing simultaneously. I love it when stuff like that happens. That's going to head over that way. They're both going to wind up on the same line, as this is just an avoider for that junction really, and takes you round to the little depot I've got going on here. Yeah, there is. It's just replacing NDLs in the script, I think. I've never looked into it as I do everything by hand, but I think someone else has who was working on houses before this ever took off, but he didn't release them, and then he lost them due to a hard drive failure. Right. Where do I go now? Oh, the 151 is live. Maybe we'll have to take a look at that. It's probably going to take a while to reload my game, so wait, it also appears that 1996 stock is up, for anybody who likes the underground. Yeah, there's another one out. Not that I'm ever going to use it. The underground, that is. Right. What was I going to do? I want to do something that's entertaining, to people, rather than just me placing cars and stuff, and houses and everything. Well, what would you like to see me do? Give me some ideas here. Yeah, I want to do something that will entertain you and myself, rather than just bore both parties. Bus station. We've already got a bus station. Here it is. Even says Preston bus station. We've got a depot as well. Where is it? There it is. It's a bit of a wonky parking, but yeah, that's the thing. These are a bit floaty. I don't think buses are meant to float really, but it'll do for effect. No, floating, I don't even know what these are meant to be. This has just like a mix of B7 and Trident parts on it. It is not good whatsoever, and I need to go back and redo it because it is. No, it's fine. Don't advertise for me. I do. I don't care about the views really. You know, I just do this for fun. Yeah. Yes, the Enviro 200 in 3 lengths that I've had for like 3 months now to put into the game. Yeah, I should finish that at some point because I'm sure Mr. Chips is waiting for me to do that. And he's obviously got his solo that he's doing. I think it's a 2007 solo or something like that. Maybe even before that. Original solo, which is brilliant. I've got plenty of buses coming. Northern Counties Atlantean, Northern Counties Olympian. Other things like eclipses and stuff. I want to do an eclipse at some point, and the Geminis and everything, whatnot. Well, it seems we haven't had any ideas, so I'm just going to go ahead and do what needs doing, and in this case, it's more housing. Or detailing this section of line. I think it's just going to be as easy as placing a brick wall down and filling the area with bushes and stuff. Hey, it's Nick Thompson, the guy who's responsible for half of these buildings here. I absolutely love them. I love the tower blocks. I can't wait until you eventually get around to doing Tentacraft. I'm absolutely ecstatic for that, and for those of you who have never heard of Tentacraft, which is probably everyone, it's a big set of 7 tower blocks in Rochdale, known as the Seven Sisters, and also as a suicide hotspot. So yeah, $5 to finish the Enviro 200. Of course, that can be arranged. We need brown grass. I suppose this will serve as some sort of tutorial, because I get people asking me how I do the grass and stuff a lot. I just do. So you take brown grass, use that as kind of a base coat. Enviro 400 definitely coming at some point. You have to pay me more than a tenner though if you want it now. I'm very busy at the moment. $3.17, not my area. Young Lenny will be doing that at some point. I use water schliff from the more plant thing. Not mine, but there's another one. Don't really know what it's called. It's German. No, it isn't. It's in the base game. I just kind of smear it everywhere. And use this as like a base. Don't worry about it getting on the tracks or the roads. It's going to be cleaned up pretty easily. Smaller brush and can make it a bit patchy. And then summer grass. We'll find it. There it is. Welcome Anglo-Saxon. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It was pretty quick, so I've just not. Showing it up. The sounds are probably just electric motors, aren't they? Because they're fully electric, aren't they? I think. I believe they are. Right. Now ballast to clean up the mess on the tracks. I have a feeling that that message has been spammed in my Steam chat a lot. But I have preempted your strike, Joshua, and I have made the move to put myself on Do Not Disturb, so you cannot disturb me, as I knew that you would. I know how to do it, but it's going to take a load of work in the sound scripting, and it may not be perfect because I obviously haven't tried it, but I think it will work. I've done a similar thing on a couple of other trains, like and buses even, where the gearbox, the gear changes, and transmission whine as well. Another fence. There. No, the door close sound wouldn't work because, like, when you set off from the signal or that, it wouldn't do it. Well, it does. What we'll do. A couple of line side boxes in. And it's time for cable trunking. was missing texture. The boxes or the cable trunking or yeah, it's a lot easier to use now. You don't have to place it all manually. When it's done, as with everything, it only gets released when it's done. Now, I need to find out what 35, I think we'll do 20 number. These have yet to be released. These are speed limited tracks for the bullhead and stuff. I got A-Paz to make them. In hope that Killicans would add them to his thing, but he hasn't. I did tell him and he just didn't reply. 35. Swap this out for a 35 post here. It's 55 heading this way. There's the cast iron. 35 offset of 2 meters. It was. I am. These have yet to be released. They are a work in progress of mine. They're not out yet. They are a work in progress of mine. We'll go to 55 miles an hour. So 55, no arrow. 35 down there. Let's go to 55. There we go. I've done that a few times, but most of the time I'm terrible at, you know, keeping secrets and stuff. So, yeah, it never really goes to plan. Indeed, spontaneous projects, that is my existence. I don't think many things actually use this section. Nevertheless, it's a bit more detailed now. I'm going to find light green grass and shove this in patchy areas. Take the intensity out of it. Then the final bit is the grass and stuff, the shrubs and everything. E200 stuff can wait till it's all finished up. Then use what is it? These Yep, I've seen the check rails. haven't put them on yet though. I used to make my own actually. And then trees, it's like that. Just a few dotted around. And there we go. Yes, the gradient is very steep. Deal with it, basically. It wouldn't have fit if it was a realistic gradient. The rogue bush has been exterminated. This will go through it. This may as well serve as a cab ride thing. Very low frame rate cab ride, but oh dear, this is a bit overgrown. I need to trim those back. There we are. I think there are currently any trains going into the docks at the moment. And the flasks are already over here. I have that on my other map, it just cannot handle it. Because there's so much going on. And on that I play with AI, or played with AI until it got unbearable. I thought I need to start again. It's a bit early for that. We're playing late 80s to mid 90s VR for the railways and the buses. I run whatever the hell I like. Yeah, we have Centros in a livery that a Centro's never worn. Another Centro in a stagecoach. another Stagecoach Centro. Surely there's got to be an EL2000. Oh, there we go, EL2000. Another Centro. LX400 Volvo B7 TL hybrid Trident thing. How big is this map? It is a huge map. As in huge, the size in game. This is my This is England map. It's meant to be kind of a representation of the north of England. To reduce the lag, I'll take the bus stops off. If you turn the bus stops on, yeah, there's a lot of bus stops, a lot of signals as well. That. That's a 110. Awful sound, so I'm not going to stay near it. There's a peak coming in. I've touched that off a bit. MGR. Over and find something to take a ride on. I think this will do. So I think I'll end it here. It is very warm in here. I need to go cool off for a bit. So we'll just do a bit of a cab ride to end the stream. We'll take it from here, just outside Worcester. This is the 140 mile an hour section, by the way, for Elliot, who was asking earlier. Yeah, we're not going 140 here. This is coming into Worcester, which is the next big station on my map. As you can see, there's quite a lot to be done. I will get there eventually, but there's other things to do first that I just need to crack on with and get done. That's it from me, really. Thank you for joining me, even if it wasn't the most terribly exciting stream. Yeah, thank you. Don't leave just yet, because there's more of this to come. A lot of green fields and stuff, but you'll be able to see, not even fields, just openness, emptiness. Yes, thanks to everyone for coming. We've just passed the hour on the stream. I like to go for at least an hour, and I think that's a good place to wrap it up. So I'll shut up now and let you enjoy the sound of the AL6. Thank you.